Hey everyone, and Tony here from DronePros.com, and today we have the Blade Theory out at the field. As much as you guys want to see really what it can do. We want to see the speed. Obviously, we're going to be doing two types of flying today. We're going to be doing a little bit of line of sight flying, which is one of my favorite. And then we're going to go to FPV flying. And then in there, we're going to do some quick flight characteristics about how it performs. Obviously, we really want to know the speed of it. So we're going to get that done. So what I'm going to do right now is pop in a battery. The batteries used on this model is 4S 1300 milliamp. So it's something that pretty much all us quad racers have laying around. I also did a little bit more research on the propeller. It's using a 50, it looks to me to be a 50 by 50 or 50 by 45 pitch prop. So once again, it's something very standard. I also brought some spare 3-bladed props that I want to throw on there. On a setup like this, you don't want to do, it's not like a quad, you don't want to do too many blades, because what happens, especially on an airplane, once the prop loses speed, it takes a while for it to catch up. Unlike a quad that's transitioning very quickly, it kind of really doesn't matter. On a plane, when you bog it down, it's going to take time for the speed to get up again. So that's why I probably wouldn't do a 4-bladed prop. But once again, I may be wrong. You know, that's in theory. In practice, it may be something different. So what I'm going to do right now is pop in the battery. We're going to get her bound up, get her ready to go, and then we'll show you guys how to launch it and how she flies. So battery's hooked up. We got the radio bound. As far as programming, there wasn't much to do. You do not set it up as a delta wing. You set it up as an airplane. As if it had ailerons, because what Horizon did, they actually programmed the delta mixing in the receiver. So this receiver does have AS3X, as you can maybe see or not see, but it is compensating. It does have a takeoff mode, and what that does, it puts the gains a lot higher, and it also has self-level. So in takeoff mode, it self-levels every time, and that's just for takeoff. Obviously, if you want to fly it like that, you can, but that's really just a takeoff feature, so it doesn't wobble on you too bad. Taking it off, power up about half stick, hold it from the bottom, and give her a good toss into the wind. So right now I do not have my hands on the stick at all. It is doing self-level, and that is in the takeoff mode. So anytime I let go of the stick, she will self-level. You can see there I bank and let go and it self-levels. Bank and then self-level. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take her out of the self-level. So I don't know if you guys, it's pretty hard to get on camera because this thing is very small and very fast. I do not have a radar gun on me, but she's easily, you know, just shy of 90 miles an hour. I have a lot of planes that, you know, do 100, 120. So I'm pretty familiar with what something looks like it's going as far as line of sight. Yeah, I would say she's just shy of about 90 miles an hour. A nice thing about having that much speed on a wing is it gives it a lot of authority, so you don't get too much wobbles. Obviously the AS3X is assisting this whole flight, so that's also taken away from the wobbles. You can see very fast roll rate. Very aerobatic plane actually. I'm pretty impressed with the size of it. It's not getting as tossed around as I thought it would. We'll do a little bit of slow flying here. Come pointer into the wind, and that's power off. Just pretty much gliding it. So as expected with the wing, you do get wing rocking that we call wing wobble, whatever you want to call it, at low speeds. But that's to be expected, especially on a windy day. So what we're gonna do right now, we'll bring her in for a landing, and then we'll throw on the goggles and give you guys my feedback about what I think about FPVing with the goggles on this new Blade Theory. All right, so we got the goggles here. Some people like to call them the Googles. We got those already hooked up. We got them, make sure we're on the right channel. So taking off FPV with the goggles on, put her on takeoff mode. Once again, that is a self-level mode. Point her into the wind, kind of over there-ish. Throttle up, just about half stick. And make sure your hands don't get caught in the power wire here. So taking her out of takeoff mode. All right, gonna put on the goggles right now. Obviously, I'm not trying to compare it to a quad, just comparing it to a wing, and it's very fast. I really like what Horizon Hobby did. Just right out of the box, you got a setup that really just moves. It's very, if you want to get your adrenaline going, I'm pretty sure this Blade Theory will get your adrenaline pumping, because there's nothing like strapping on some goggles and just doing shy of 100 miles an hour. Oh wow, look at that, aerobatics. All right, now I'm starting to get comfortable with it. Up and over, half loop, level out. Oh my God. It takes getting used to, because in no time, like, you'll just be out of sight. It takes no time for this thing to cover ground, just to land it a little bit closer. Because one thing I do notice, which is a very good thing, is this model does glide for a long time. That's something really hard to find in wings. Typically their glide slope, as soon as you power down, the thing's like just a rock. And that's something that I do not see here with the Blade Theory. All right, so we're forcing her down, pushing down on the stick, and just flaring it right to the end. You guys got to see there. It's very, very simple to land. But yeah, it really gets your adrenaline going. You know, a lot of us racers got into the whole racing side of it just because it gets your adrenaline pumping. So my heart right now is pumping with this thing. Another nice thing I like about a wing versus like a quadcopter, let's say if you get 3 guys flying at the same time, a quad through the goggles is very hard to see because it's just such a small black dark object. Now, if you can imagine, if you get your buddies together and you got 3 of these flying, even with your goggles on, it's very, very easy to see this while flying. And you know, anytime you got the goggles on, you can see someone else, it really gets your adrenaline pumping. So it's a lot of fun. I do like it. I really like the fact that right out of the box, without having to touch absolutely anything, this thing does just shy of 90 miles an hour. You know, because that's another thing we want. We want our adrenaline going, and I think the speed the Blade Theory here easily gives us that adrenaline rush. So yeah, I absolutely love it. We will be offering this combo. The way you see it here, all we did at Drone Pros is we installed a Foxeer camera. We put an Amway VTX right under here, and we put the Foxeer V2 antenna. So we are going to be offering the basic model, and then we're going to have 2 options. We're going to have an option where we can install it for you at the shop. So we'll solder it all up, do it all, focus it for you and everything. And the other option is we'll sell you everything as a bundle. So you'll get an Amway VTX, you'll get a Foxeer camera, and a Foxeer antenna. So all you got to do when you purchase it is bind it to your radio, put it in a battery, and just go tear it up. So that's pretty much it. I really like this Blade Theory, actually. It's a lot of fun, great characteristics. The AS3X gyros really help out a lot on takeoff and just overall flying, even on a windy day. So yeah, be sure to check this product out on our website, dronepros.com. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, be sure to leave them down in the comment box below. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Until next time.